Jesus went to the Mount of Olives. At dawn he appeared again in the temple courts, where all the people gathered around him, and he sat down to teach them. The teachers of the law and the Pharisees brought in a woman caught in adultery. They made her stand before the group and said to Jesus, "Teacher, this woman was caught in the act of adultery. In the law, Moses commanded us to stone such women. Now what do you say?" They were using this question as a trap in order to have a basis for accusing him. But Jesus bent down and started to write on the ground with his finger. When they kept on questioning him, he straightened up and said to them, "Let any one of you who is without sin be the first to throw a stone at her." Again he stooped down and wrote on the ground. At this, those who heard began to go away one at a time, the older ones first, until only Jesus was left, with the woman still standing there. Jesus straightened up and asked her, "Woman, where are they? Has no one condemned you?" "No one, sir," she said. "Then neither do I condemn you," Jesus declared. "Go now and leave your life of sin."
Troubling scenes today are unfolding at Herod's temple, with a highly volatile confrontation that only looks likely to escalate and could even possibly result in a public execution. Controversial Rabbi Jesus Bar Joseph arrived earlier today and was sat teaching a crowd of his disciples. Onlookers tell me that a group of Pharisees and other teachers in the law just arrived en masse and barged right through the group around Jesus. Two of the men can be seen clutching the arms of an unknown woman who looks absolutely petrified. She seems to have been caught in the act of adultery, and for some reason the Pharisees appear to be demanding Jesus' verdict on her case. For the moment though, Jesus hasn't said anything in reply to them, but I'll bring you the latest when I know more. Right, you join me back here at Temple. Pharisees have been right up in Jesus' face with this legal question, but of course so much more hangs in the balance here. If he disagrees with them, then in their minds he's guilty of breaking the law of Moses and they can publicly out him as a heretic. Agree with them, however, and Jesus' whole message of forgiveness and mercy of acceptance is forever tarnished. It's been a clever ploy, a trap really. But we've just seen Jesus stoop down to the ground, refusing to be drawn into the fray, and he wrote something on the ground with his finger, and then stood back up and said to them all, "If any one of you is without sin, let them throw the first stone at her." And then he just stooped back down and carried on writing in the dust. What are they going to do with that? They're leaving, I don't believe it. The Pharisees are walking away one by one. The oldest ones seem to have started it, but now the younger ones are following suit. Wow, no one is willing to throw a stone at her, no one. It's just the two of them now, it's just her and Jesus. He's asked her where her accusers are, and she's replied that they've all gone. Neither will I condemn you, Jesus just said. Go on now, and leave behind your life of sin. Wow, that was just incredible.